Hello my friends, how are you today? As you can see, I am going to talk about the 15th part of vocabularies in English language. We arrived to the 15th part of vocabularies in English conversation. We have log. What do you mean by log? The trunk of a tree that has fallen or has been cut down. Again, usually we mean by log the trunk of a tree that has fallen or has been cut down. Cover. We mean by cover usually to place something completely over something else. What do you mean by cover? When we place something completely over something else. Immune system. Immune system usually it means natural mechanisms that protect the body from germs. We mean by immune system natural mechanisms that protect the body from germs. Also we have sneeze. We mean by sneeze to expel air suddenly from the mouth and nose. What do you mean by sneeze? To expel air suddenly from the mouth and nose. Virus. Virus, it is a tiny organism that can invade the body and cause an illness. What do you mean by virus? A very tiny organism that can invade the body and cause an illness. And also we have fingernail. What do we mean by fingernail? A hard covering that grows on the ends of the fingers. Again, what do we mean by fingernail? We mean a hard covering that grows where? On the ends of the fingers. Also we have rinse. What do we mean by rinse? We mean to wash something with water. We mean by rinse when we wash something with water. Soap. What do we mean by soap? It is a substance that helps remove dirt and germs. What do we mean by soap? We mean a substance that helps remove dirt and germs. Breathe. Also, what do we mean by breathe? Air that enters and exits the lungs. Usually we mean by breathe air that enters and exits the lungs. Fridge. Also, what do we mean by fridge? A device for storing food so that it stays cool and fresh. Usually we mean by fridge a device for storing food so that it stays cool and fresh. The last word we have leader. What do you mean by leader? A person who guides, directs and controls others. Again, usually we mean by leader a person who guides, directs and controls others. So we have to pay attention if we face like these vocabularies in our conversation or in our writing in order not to have any mistakes. Thank you very much for your watching. See you next time.